So in the new chapter of Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, another part of Ignia's plans have been revealed, revealing that all the events till this point were nothing more than a distraction by Ignia, while the real deal was inside Aldoron all this time. Ignia's real plan all along was to collect power inside Aldoron himself, then use earth magic to turn the entire continent of Giltana into a continent of dragons. On paper, this plan sounds amazing. I mean, he literally tricked the entirety of Team Natsu to run around the continent pointlessly while he was sipping tea and sitting back. He even used the other dragon gods as mere decoys. So we gotta give Ignia credit. He played everyone like a violin. However, there is just one itty-bitty problem with his plans. Not a too big of a problem, only the size of a mountain. Putting Aldoron on steroids is the worst fucking idea ever! Before we continue with the video, please consider subscribing. I'm only a few subscribers away from hitting 500. So, you clicking on that button is more than a great help. If you are already there, click on the like as well. It is greatly appreciated. Ignia and Dogramag did not think this shit through. Aldoron is a dragon who canonically has the power to absorb the life of others, including dragons. In fact, he himself has stated that he is planning to absorb the other dragon gods. So putting him as the center of the plans is an incredibly stupid idea. This plan could really fast go from creating a nation of dragons and exterminating humans to Aldoron ending up destroying everything, including dragons as well. Like, I get it, like all the other dragon gods, after resurrection, Aldoron could be under Ignia's control through the spell as well. However, as we've seen, the dragon gods retain some level of awareness, and with all the magic being stored inside him, there is no guarantee that he couldn't just free himself from the mind control. Like either by growing stronger far beyond what Ignia could control, from being the epicenter of the spell, or through figuring out a way to cheat the system through the god seeds, like for example. We know for a fact that Aldoron can split himself into different entities and personalities, so even if Ignia and Dogramag might have expected that and put mind control on all 5, what stops Aldoron from creating a 6th one, free from the mind control, especially with now having extra magic inside his body? Aldoron created the God Seeds in response for having too much magic. More magic means more God Seeds. Aldoron at any point could hijack Ignia's whole plan and wreak havoc on the entire planet. They picked and put their trust in the worst person possible. The only choice what could have been worse than Aldoron is Acnologia. Like, yeah, let's put shit ton of magic into a cannibalistic god-complex dragon who only sees everything around him as food. What could go wrong? If Aldoron can access or tap into this magic, he might just end up becoming strong enough to absorb the other dragon gods into himself, making him into an actual dragon god. Like there are 5 dragon gods outside him and 5 orbs. He might just end up turning the other dragon gods into his god seeds. Like, the anime even have the orbs color coded. Ignia giving this guy the slightest chance to become stronger is essentially a suicide. He better have some plan B. Like, even if Aldoron doesn't absorb the other dragon gods or get access to the magic or spell inside him, he still could absorb the newly created dragons and grow far stronger than Ignia or any of the other dragon gods. I genuinely can't understand how could Ignia think that this is a remotely good idea. Like, maybe if Aldoron was on the plan working together with them, then yeah? But I highly doubt that, as Aldoron said he wants to absorb the other dragon gods, so I don't think he would work together with any of them. And if he did, he might just end up backstabbing both of them. The only other option I could see is that Ignia is lying about his plans, and his actual plans aren't about creating a nation of dragons or exterminating humans, but engulfing the planet in Aldoron's wood, what then he can set on fire, creating a burning planet. If that's the case, then yeah, feed him magic, let that motherfucker grow. But if not, Ignia might not realize how close he is to getting cooked. But in either case, giving Aldoron all that magic, or making him the center of the spell, will most definitely not end well. Even if Ferris and Selene defeats him, there is no guarantee that he wouldn't just resurrect himself using the exact magic he got handed for free and the same spell Ignia used. There is just so many problems with Aldoron being the center of the spell that my brain just can't comprehend how could Dogramag and Ignia think that this is a good idea. I mean, we're talking about the only dragon god where we have evidence of fighting Acnologia. I don't care what Ignia says, he ain't got no receipts to back his mouth up, unlike Aldoron. At least Aldoron got his injuries. I'm not gonna say that narrative and plot-wise this plan is bad, because it is the quite opposite. It creates a situation where you really don't know what will happen next. But oh boy! Logistically, based on everything so far, this is a really high-risk plan, what could go south at any point. Just one wrong move and Aldoron could become an actual god, a cruel god at that, who will destroy everything. But hey, who knows? Maybe the risk is what makes it exciting. Ignia might be into gambling. In either case, this really makes the new chapter extremely exciting, as it adds a level of unpredictability to it, where possibilities branch out in many different directions. Will Aldoron become the final antagonist of 100 Year Quest, or is everything according to Ignia's plans?